Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a review of last night's TRL action. It's rounds 3 and 4, the Chinese and Russian Grand Prix. As we get straight into it, then underway, 5 lights, they all go out. Another shithouse qualifying performance from Kidbyers. We come to expect that from him as we come into turn 1. A couple of people have collided with each other there. They've gone off to the left as we just try and stick to the inside line here. And someone else has gone off there. Maybe it was Jacko. Then HS comes back onto the track, connects with Brad. Then he goes back off. So after pretty good qualifying performances so far in this season, or during this season, poor old HS hasn't had much luck during the race. I had a bad start. I lost a couple of positions there, but I managed to gain a few as well with the carnage in the first couple of corners. As we keep going through lap 1, then I've slotted into 8th place behind Brad, and with Andre behind me as we fast forward further through the opening lap. Brad goes a bit wide there coming out of the last corner, so Kidbyers all over it like a cheap suit, but he hasn't got DRS at the moment. Then over the line into lap 2, then looking to go down the inside of Brad and gets the job done up into 7th position. I think I've managed to seal that position. So up into 7th place then, lap number 2, off in pursuit of Mighty Murph, who was having a pretty decent race as well. But my next threat was coming from Trick Shot, or Lag Shot as we like to call him in TRL. So lap 2 then on the back straight, the longest straight in Formula 1. And Trick Shot will make the most of it here. Still no DRS, but he's got the straight line speed in that Ferrari engine to manage to get past me. I think I was lacking a bit of straight line speed throughout the course of this race. So Trick Shot goes through. I run a little bit wide there coming out of the last corner as we go into lap 3. And this is what I had to contend with. I talk about Lag Shot. Have a look at this. Bounce. And you just saw Lag Shot there just bouncing around. Trick Shot, I mean. Look at that, all over the place. And while I'm distracted with this laggy sort of action, Andre just makes the most of it there, and he goes past me yet again. Even with DRS, look at that speed advantage of the Williams. Straight past me, he goes up into 3rd place. I am demoted to 9th, and I thought, well, what the hell, I'll just let him through and let him deal with the old laggy ass up ahead. He can deal with that if he wants to. Lap 3 then out of 14, cheeky little corner cut warning there, but anyway, DRS, I've still got DRS actually as we cross into lap 4. Fast forwarding then into lap 5, and Andre managed to get past Trick Shot, and I've done the same as he goes off the track. I didn't know where he actually was, there was that much lag happening. Oh, there he is again. He's popped up and said, I'm here, let's go and play, as I come through the corner then. So I thought I'd got rid of Trick Shot, but I was very much mistaken. I am very much mistaken, as lap 8 then, so, oh, it's not Trick Shot, it's Mighty Murph, I beg your pardon, coming through on the inside in the Red Bull Renault, as it was known back in 2015, so he goes through up into 8th place, and through the last couple of corners in, so about 5 or 6 laps remaining in this race. I'd come into the pits and actually lost a few positions as well, that dodgy pit stop glitch where you come in ahead of someone and come out behind them. So lap 11 out of 14, then fast forwarding through, and I came across a stricken Red Bull. That was Chastity, who appeared to have lost his front wing. Hasn't had a lot of luck so far this season, our good man James Chastanoff. He did mention that he may be out of the championship race with the bad luck that he's been having getting punted off the track pretty much every race. So lap 12 out of 14, approaching the end of the race, up into 7th place. I pass another lagging Trick Shot. Need to call Ghostbusters for this one, but so I've managed to get past him up into 7th, and just when I thought I'd seen the last of Trick Shot, I was wrong. On the main straight then into lap 13, and with the benefit of DRS, Trick Shot comes storming through up into 7th place, but he runs wide. I take the inside, he goes left, I go right, looking to tuck into these corners in 2nd gear then, and I am through. So only a couple of laps left in this race. Fuel was also becoming an issue for me in the last stages of this race. As we fast forward ahead further on into lap 13, I check my rear view mirrors, and here he comes again. Oh boy, let this be a lesson to you. Qualify on option tyres and qualify well if you want to stay away from this sort of stuff in the mid to lower field. And he comes through yet again. My main trick there, obviously lacking a bit of straight line speed, is to sort of brake a little bit earlier and try and do the old switcheroo but I didn't have the pace, and Trickshot goes through up into 7th place. I've got DRS, but Trickshot's pretty handy there in the Ferrari with his straight line speed. I look to go around the outside, I get pushed wide, I sort of into the corner a bit too fast. Trickshot still on the inside, and he's gone onto the grass there, but he manages to stay on the track and keep all 4 wheels pointing in the same direction. So lap 14, last lap of the race, I thought I was going to settle for 8th place as we come across the line, but it turned out that Trickshot did have a penalty, and I was promoted to 7th. But it was all about the Mercedes-Benz yet again, and fair to say we'll probably see that podium at some stage in season 2016, the real F1 season. Max Verstappen there, he's got a pretty handy Toro Rosso behind him this year in the real F1, and no surprises there. The 2 Mercs, Rafa, 3 out of 3, perfect start to this season, and styling alongside him there, spraying the champagne. Gets in there, Lewis. And Max Verstappen, is he old enough to drink yet? He probably is. He's old enough to drive a road car. But anyway, look at the final results then. Chinese Grand Prix, all done and dusted. Rafa and styling Mercedes. Cartu, good position, a good 3rd position for him. Andre, who showed plenty of pace so far in this season of TRL. Dubsy, unlucky. Mighty Murph, Kidbyers, Trickshot, Chasty. Speaking of unlucky, HSV, my teammate down in 10th, then Daniel San and Brad rounding out the 12 as we head straight, no mucking about here, we're heading straight into highlights from the Russian Grand Prix. As 5 lights, they go out and away we go, and just when you thought the carnage was over for one evening, it's all about to happen. I mentioned Dubsy had bad luck in the last race. We'll get a load of this. I think Cart Dude said he might have been drinking vodka before the start of the race, but have a look at that. He's just run wide, not concentrating, wheels and everything, carbon fibre, bits and pieces flying everywhere. He ricocheted off the wall, also took Jacko out as, geez, I tell you what, it's all happening at the moment. I'm getting a bit excited here, folks. I tried to stay away from Cart Dude as on the opening lap to avoid the carnage. I slotted into 8th place after all of that in the first couple of corners, slotted in behind Brad. Okay, lap 3, fast forwarding ahead then. Brad runs wide into this corner. I take a tighter line, straight through. He looks as if he lost a bit of speed there on the AstroTurf stuff. And I go up into 7th place, and not much action between now and, or then and now. Lap 13. Now this is where the battle began between myself and Andre. The battle for 5th position to equal my best result so far in this season of TRL. As I open my DRS, last lap, I've got the fresher tyres and more fuel. But have a look at this. We're about to kick into slow-mo now. Bang! Have a look at that. DRS open. How on earth I survived that, I do not know. I'm spinning around. Yeah, never give up my day job, folks. But have a look at that. I spun about half a dozen times, managed to recover and stay ahead of HSV, only losing my little end plate bit to take 6th position. So 7th, 5th, 7th and 6th being my first 4 results so far of TRL. We had a glitch, so I'm sorry about that. If we're looking to see the podium, it wasn't to be, but it was Rafa taking 4 out of 4 and the perfect start to TRL. That's all we've got time for this week, folks. Join us for Spain and Monaco next week. It's bye for now.